What is going on, my wonderful YouTube people? Welcome back to another video. Today we're talking about the beloved Solana. Let's get amongst it. So, since the last video, we've seen Solana going from strength to strength. We did see it reach our first initial target of $4, and we saw it pull back a little bit with the rest of the broad market. So let's really have a look at the daily chart here of Solana in the crypto space, and let's just look at where we're at and where to from here. So as you can see, we had the break above the previous resistance level at 250, and then we also got this area up around here of sort of 325, 330 on the futures. It might be, I think it's a bit higher than that on the spot. And what we've got is just a lot of consolidation now. And when we had that pullback in here, that basically gave us another great opportunity to average in, dollar cost average in, buy more. You know, it pulled back to this moving average, which is a 50 EMA, quite a popular used moving average across the board. And we saw it pull back to that quite nicely, and then it's been bought up very aggressively. And from there back to the top, you're looking at an increase in price, let's say the current of 50% at the moment. And so where to from here now? And so what I would say we'll look at is Solana USDT. And so we'll look at the broader the spot market, not the futures market, and let's really have a look at where things are here. So it's basically looking like the same thing. We're still not even up near those all-time highs of $5. And one thing that I've been looking at is when we dig down into the 4-hour and 1-hour time frames, just looking at these moves and these runs that we're having at the moment. You know, from the lows, we're having quite interesting moves of, 40%, 40%. This one's a bit bigger, 70%, 80%, 70, 80%. And we've got this one here. And so, in my opinion, I believe that really the next run that's going to happen here is going to really take us up into the $5 region, the $5 to $5.50 region. That's my next target now on Solana that I've bought. And this is all on the way to that 10x that we were talking about earlier, which is around that $30 mark. And so if you look at Solana at the moment, we're forming basically a nice consolidation. Now we're just pretty much waiting for that time now when we break above these previous highs, and we'll see $5 pretty quickly, I think. Because if you think about it, once it breaks this, it's already going to be up here, 420, 430, and that's a 20% move from there to $5. And so it's not going to take that much to actually get it there. And so if we do get a bullish move across the board in crypto with everything that's going on, this is probably going to be one to watch for that strength. I hope too, if you are interested in this particular product, you are taking the opportunity to buy it when there are sell-offs. I know I've done that multiple times now, even if it is in where I'll just buy some and then get out on the first pop-up. I think it's just a great way to fund the position just in case it sits and does this for a while before it actually goes. It's a great opportunity to be trying to buy these dips, make some money along the way, and then wait until we get that bigger move to the upside. So for me right now, I'm staying put. I'm thinking, we're going to at least be able to get a 20 to 30% increase from here. If you look at current prices to that $5 region, it's a 30 to 46% increase. If you run that on 2x leverage, 2 times leverage, that means if you were to put $1,000 into this at 2 times leverage, you'd be buying $2,000 worth of this stock, of this coin, which at $4 equates to about 500 Solana tokens. And so that 5 to 550 mark is sort of my target. And we'll jump over and look at the market cap. So a 40% increase on that. We'll see the fully diluted valuation around the, what would that be? 36, so just over 2 billion. And the current sort of market cap at like 1.4. And so if we look at where that will put us overall, I always like to do this. Some people do, some people don't. It's just going to put us up around here, around the same price as Maker, IOTA, and the OKX, Binance token, that sort of a thing. And I think that's pretty fair for something that is now crossed 10 billion transactions. So it's an amazing achievement for the Solana team. It looks like it's been quite a journey for them. What I would actually encourage people to do, and I'll chuck the link down below actually, is you could do this thing where you actually try and break Solana. And so Solana can process 50 transactions per second. And what they want you to do is try and break it. Try and actually see if you can put through on your keyboard more transactions than the system can handle, and it can actually show you what's actually going on. One of the other things to also note that's come out recently on Solana is this idea that Circle rolled out full support for USDC on the Solana blockchain. This is a great thing. This basically now means that USDC can be used as basically people now can use the blockchain. They can use fiat. This is the closest thing to fiat. You know, your stable coins. People are going to be using these now, and it's just going to bring in more participants. It's going to bring in a lot more institutional people. USDC is now starting to become the sort of preferred medium for institutions and people who want to come into the space. And supporting it on this particular thing with the speed of Solana and what they're hoping to achieve, it's a pretty awesome thing. It's pretty awesome. And of course, you know, Solana lately has been on the train about how, you know, they are basically one of the tokens too that are pushing for things to be different in the world. You know, we've seen it all with everything that's happening at the moment in the Wall Street arena. And yeah, obviously that's its own thing, I guess. But Solana is definitely looking good. We're seeing it trekking up quite nicely. I'm looking forward to seeing a nice break of these highs. And, you know, we've been up around that 420 mark now. We've been up around 410, 420 twice. And then it's come off. You know, a lot of people like those round numbers of 420 and stuff like that. And so we may well see a nice bullish move very soon, very soon. And certainly want to watch Solana. Great project. Keep looking into it. I had a couple of comments last time. People were talking about the amount of Solana. And so, you know, I'm going to address that here just to dig into that a bit more. And so when you look at circulating supply and you see there's 488 million circulating supply, you've got to look at that in context, right? The price of this is $3.81. So you get your fully diluted valuation. You know, just because there's 488 billion or 30,000 or 21 million or 10 billion, you know, different coins are going to have a different structure in their circulating supply. It's important to understand that and realize that. I will do another video in the future on that and the impact that that has on people's perceptions of coins. If you look at something like YFI, and I actually think this might be a reason why YFI is potentially not going as hard as some of these other DeFi coins, is because a lot of people have the perception that you need to buy one whole coin. Same with Bitcoin. A lot of people seem to think you got to buy one whole Bitcoin. And sometimes that holds it back because less new people into the crypto space are going to want to buy it because they think they're going to put up 30,000. When in reality, you can buy a very small fraction of that particular token. So that's something to just be aware of, I guess. But Solana is going from strength to strength at the moment, and you know, I think it's a great long-term play. And I think if you can take advantage of short-term dips, fund that by being bullish on the product if you are. And if you have any more questions or we want to dig deeper into something specific relating to this, let me know. Like and subscribe for more videos. We're going to be doing a lot more stuff on some of these projects. I've got a whole list of things to come. Hope you've enjoyed this one, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.